We got top 10 anime betrayals happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. The situation is wild. We got a whole lot of good news, and I guess we're getting tired of winning, as they would say. You do not have to subscribe. You do not have to like the video. Shout out to the homie Asman. Roll it.
Donald is pretty much done with Israel, it seems.
Oh, crap.
President Trump to announce the U.S. recognition of a Palestinian state. Journalist Dave Reilly reported at Mar-a-Lago Insider told him that AIPAC was getting shut out of the Trump administration and confirmed that former NSA Walls was reporting with Netanyahu to undermine the president. Oh, shit. And the Israel thing is pretty straightforward. Israel was using Mike Waltz to backchannel and betray the anti-war members of the Trump administration. The Signal chat leak was a ploy to get rid of Hegseth and replace him with someone more amenable to war with Iran. Trump found out, and he's pissed. And now,
no way! Say, psych! And here's the thing, though. We're gonna get down to the China news, the homie Trump news. We got Pakistan versus India beef. But that is, you know, we got good news on that too. China making fun of India right now. We're gonna talk about that. We got Fox News, we got CNN News. Perfectly balanced, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly balanced. But let's roll it.
now we are getting progress on decoupling from Israel that we haven't seen in decades. Hard to know how much of this is true, but man. But the plan to recognize... What the fuck? A plan to recognize the Palestinian state will be the focus of a four-way summit. Saudi Crown Prince will host a meeting.
It looks like that orange man trying to bring world peace, bro. Like, that is crazy. Okay, I'm in Canada, by the way. Yeah, it looks like that orange man, Uncle Donnie, trying to bring peace. He's doing crazy stuff right now. So we got deal with China happening, which, I mean, holy smokes, it ain't no dang jokers. And now he's trying to bring world peace with what's this like?
Trump's visit with Syrian president, Lebanese president also going to... Is this shit gonna happen? I think it might be happening. Israel has threatened to respond with unilateral actions following reports that President Trump and other world leaders may move to recognize Palestinian statehood. What unilateral... What actions? What do you mean actions? Netanyahu, I think we will have to detox from the United States security assistance.
Oh shit! No!
What a day. Netanyahu said that Israel did not ask for permission to attack the Houthis and will not ask for permission from the U.S. for its war plans in Gaza.
Damn.
Sounds great.
Yeah, they don't want world peace, bro. Like, that is crazy.
Just don't ask for any guns either. Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff says his plans in Gaza. Sounds great. Just don't ask for any guns either. Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff says Israel is refusing to end the war in Gaza and holding hostages in negotiations. We want detainees returned, but Israel doesn't want to end the war. It's a massive betrayal. If Israel was trying to play those kinds of games, after we are funding them and helping them, we are their biggest ally. I say fucking deserved. That's my opinion.
Damn. And that's the thing though, right? Like, it's crazy. And the stuff that is recently, I feel like that we're seeing a change, shift. I cannot talk about a whole lot of stuff on YouTube, but there was stuff that came out about 9/11. Okay, and there was Israel's involvement in that too. So there's stuff that is coming out about that, and I'm seeing a shift happen in the talks on social media, in real life as well. So it's pretty crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, I hope for peace everywhere, okay? You know what? In a perfect world, we wouldn't be having any of this. In a perfect world, you know, we would be drinking water, eating healthy, exercising, working, and chasing our dreams and all that, right? But yeah, bro, the world is literally at war right now, but a whole lot of good stuff is going down. So you know what, gotta be thankful, man. Gotta be thankful for all the good stuff that's going on.
Hostage released too, just now. Wait, really? Hamas will release American hostage Idan Alexander unconditionally, citing pressure from President Trump. Trump administration negotiates release without even consulting Israel. Oh, so this is what bro, if Trump dumps Israel in favor of Palestine, what the fuck will liberals do? Like, because that would be like the biggest
the brain would stop braining, like error 404 code. But now, honestly, bro, like, I'm all up for peace, man. No matter who does it, if it gotta be Uncle Donnie that brings the world peace, man, it gotta be Uncle Donnie, okay? It gotta be Uncle Donnie. All right, so
mindfuck of ever. How is Hassan gonna try and spin this into you still supporting Israel?
But I've been reading comments, so some people are saying that it might be a psyop, false flag. Yeah, right, like, it can be. Honestly speaking, it can be, but But if this is what leads to world peace, so be it, bro. So be it. You know what I'm saying? We need world peace more than ever, because 2025, crazy times, let me tell you, bro.
Real? Yeah, that's a great point. When I'm spamming fucking W's about them not dealing with Israel and not wanting to have anything to do with Israel.
Don't tell me what Asman is saying.
Yeah, okay. This is what I'm not sure whether this is a new meme or old meme being recycled as new, but pretty funny, right? This is in context to India versus Pakistan situation, the ceasefire, China's involvement as well, France jets that India was using that got shot down by Pakistan jets, the Pakistani Chinese jets, right? And the Rafale, that was the jet that Pakistan shot down with Chinese jets, Chinese tech. And Rafale stocks allegedly going down slightly because everybody's like, yo man, gotta buy from China, because their tech is superior, which is wild, man. Of course, America, Lockheed, Black Rocks, Area 51, aliens or UFOs, reverse engineered tech that we have been hearing about for years and years. I mean, that gotta be the most superior one, right? But right now, China is being number one. Roll it. Homies in the comment section if this is like accurate translation or not. We need you more than ever right now, but pretty funny. Yeah, I rather memes war than actual war, so this is something that has been going on. Let's moving on to CNN. Roll it.
New this morning, the ceasefire between India and Pakistan, it is holding. There were celebrations in the streets of Pakistan once the ceasefire was announced. It was around 5 p.m. in India and Pakistan. The ceasefire ended their 4 days of direct military strikes. President Trump announced the truce and took credit for it. But there have been conflicting claims about the degree to which the U.S. was involved. We are
but listen, man, if this is, I don't like, listen, man, as a normal civilian, as a normal man, as a man that is like, you know, chasing his dreams, a man that is searching and looking for a wife. I don't care who solves what or what happens. If there's peace on the streets and homies are doing memes war instead of like real live war, I'm down for it, bro. I'm down for it, man. Memes war, not real life wars. And this is something that the homie Western Decline said over on, oh, what a username, I just realized. But what he said is crazy, right? Which is true. Pakistan, and I quote, "We dropped the last bomb, India surrendered, we won." India is like, hey, our operation was very successful, we won. US is like, we're the reason why this conflict ended. China be like, yo, we'll take all the credit for peace. Yeah, that's what's happening. So everybody's like, F you bloody, you bloody this. I mean, listen, man, as for to be honest, nah, not really. But you know, when you got a real life war situation happening, I rather homies ask for Bob's vagine pics than show me the nukes. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. Crazy comparison there, but yeah.
Covering this from all angles for you. We have CNN's Nick Robertson in Islamabad, Pakistan, and we have Matthew Chance in New Delhi. Nick, we're starting with you, and today a day of celebration there.
Yeah, a day of Thanksgiving. That's what the country's calling it. To give gratitude to Allah, to thank the troops, to get that sense of national unity. And I think it is fair to say that Pakistanis feel not only relieved, because let's not forget here, this was a very intense war at certain moments. Facts. India striking deeper and more extensively into Pakistan than they have done in 50 years. The countries have fought several wars previously over issues in Kashmir. Every time Pakistan loses, and recently it had really felt isolated.
In this situation, Pakistan really was the underdog, right? I guess nobody was expecting that. Nobody was because officially, of course, India is way bigger. India is becoming the biggest, one of the biggest economy. You got US, Russia, China, and yeah, India is up next. Or if not, India is if I'm not mistaken, I was seeing numbers statistically, India at one point is gonna surpass even China. Is something that I heard. Maybe it's fake news, maybe it's legit, but despite all that, India is growing and they're becoming very, very big, right? So, and also numbers wise, of course, their population is way big, okay? Like 1 point some billion, like, I mean, cat damn, okay? So there's that. And also Indian's military is 80 billion. Their budget is 80 billion versus Pakistan, which is less than 10 billion. So Pakistan was considered the underdog. So yeah, the fact that, and India was, bro, like they were striking Pakistan for a couple of days. And then Pakistan shot down their jets, and they also strike in India. Like I'm hearing, and we heard 26 cities. There has been a lot of fake news as well, but India, bro, like they were striking Pakistan pretty bad, and they were not stopping. First they strike their army bases, civilians also. They lost their lives, which is sad, right? On both sides. Yeah, like, so that happened, and then India sent drones in Pakistan, which is, I mean, damn, bro, like y'all suck strike them. Now stop, okay? Like, damn. And then Pakistan responded by shooting down their jets, and they lost almost $1 billion USD. India, right? That is because Pakistan used Chinese jets to shoot down those Rafales, France jets that India was using. Also, India is using like Israel's tech. India is also using Russia's tech. So yeah, people did not see that coming. I mean, generally speaking, like nobody was expecting Pakistan to counter India the way they did. And right now everybody's like, yo man, gotta buy Chinese jets, okay? China is #1 right now. But in all reality, US, I mean, I'm in Canada, but like in all reality, US gotta have the most superior. If not, it gotta be China, right? I guess deep down we all know it's China. It's always is gonna be China and US and Russia as well, right? The top 3. So yeah, Pakistan is the underdog in this one. And after that, we heard the peace talks, the ceasefire, right? Some people, Pakistan is claiming that Modi, India ran to America and they surrendered. And India is, of course, claiming that they were victorious and Pakistan ran to America for the ceasefire. Regardless of what happened, I guess one thing is for certain. We don't know what happened behind the scenes, okay? And is it really gonna be like a full-blown ceasefire? Probably not. There's likely gonna be smaller this or that, right? I mean, I hope for like a perfect resolution though, because on both sides people are generally quite chill, right? It's the media that brainwashes people. Always has been media, right? Like for example, here in North America, if you're an American watching CNN, I know you don't like it though, you know what I'm saying? This is why, guys, I got you with the Fox News too. But we're watching CNN here to hear the actual journalists that are on ground, not because it's CNN. But I'm aware. But here's the thing: the same is true in Pakistan and India, right? Their media, and if you think CNN is bad, which it is, okay, I'm not denying that. But Indian media is way worse, bro. 10 times, 100 times, way worse than CNN or Fox News would ever be. Okay, so the amount of fake news that I've seen there, crazy. Okay. So yeah, right? So it's always is like the media that brainwashes people, and control meant equal mind. You know what I'm saying? So government, yeah, people need to unite regardless of who you are, bro. People gotta come together. So yeah.
From the international community that India was sort of looming over them, and you get a sense of this now from what we're hearing from politicians, and the thanks that they're giving to President Trump. President Trump in his post today said that he will help Pakistan and India to deal with their issues over Kashmir. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs today released a statement saying that they were grateful for President Trump and his team's involvement.
And I'm seeing like Indians not so happy about it. Like Indians are like, yo, but F you bloody, you bloody this, fuck you bloody, you this. They're like, hey man, how come President Trump take all the credit? Pakistan is thanking America, and India, by the looks of it, is not. They are not thanking America right now, which is kind of wild. Okay, why not wild, man?
In the negotiations, that they looked forward to being able to, find that.
Yeah, India is downplaying U.S. role. Pakistan is thanking Trump, which is just crazy. Truth be told though, Pakistan and America had like good relations, but then, in the last few years, they haven't been that good. But America, from what I know, is like, they're not like enemies of Pakistan, but they are more friendly to India, right? Makes sense. I mean, India is growing. They are growing pretty fast. So it makes sense, right? Especially with the Apple deal, right? And China has always been with Pakistan because, Pakistan helped China in times when China wasn't doing so good. And on top, like, China also has, like, I believe a couple of different key locations here in Pakistan too. Like, I don't know, like some ports, this and that. So yeah, China, I mean, has been helping Pakistan because they're cool like that, right? So yeah, but India is now downplaying US, man. You don't want to downplay your daddy like that, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Support going forward. And I think it's also worth noting here that it's not just the United
And America is everybody's daddy, bro. Like, America is playing the world police, though, you know?
States that officials here have been thanking. It has been Turkey, it has been the UAE, it's been Saudi Arabia, the Greeks called up the other day, China, a massive and stalwart ally whose military made a huge difference in the aerial dogfights of the fighter jets and the missiles supplied to Pakistan. Military lessons learned by both sides in this 4-day conflict. But I think where Pakistan emerges today recognizes that it has huge challenges still in dealing with India going forward, particularly on the issue of Kashmir, particularly on the issue of the water, that the treaty that India says it's going to continue to abrogate and not supply vital water.
Yeah, that is crazy. India is still like, hey, we're not going to let go of the water. I mean, then they are forcing Pakistan to strike them again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta let go. Come on, man. Like, make peace, bro. Make peace. Like, and meme wars rather than real one. Let the homies drink water, bro. Like, what the hell, man? Come on, bro.
To Pakistan, and I think on that very intriguing and interesting question of the role that the United States played in, they saw something troubling. They piled in the diplomatic effort both with India and Pakistan.
And this is something that I'm seeing on the internet. I want to make it very, very clear. Nobody knows what truly went down behind the scenes. Did India surrender? Did Pakistan surrender? Did India lose? Did Pakistan lose? Did India won? Did Pakistan won? Nobody knows, okay? Thankfully, in this situation, ceasefire needs to be a reality, but truth be told, it probably... Sadly, I mean, seemingly, I don't think it would hold. There would probably be like smaller battles. I mean, smaller battles than bigger ones. Okay, whatever, right? But I hope for peace, generally speaking, like for both sides as well, right? But behind the scenes, what happened behind the scenes? Nobody knows, right? Did CIA got intelligence that both of these boys gonna blow themselves up? Perhaps that's what some of the people on the internet are saying, that CIA saw something, because initially US said that they're not going to intervene, but all of a sudden they intervened. They intercepted the conversation. They were like, okay, now bruh, we need to intercept the conversation real quick on this one, because these boys gonna blow themselves up. Perhaps it's a good thing that they intercepted the conversation rather than intercepting the military troops. You know what I'm saying? Like, US being involved militarily is not good for either Pakistan or India, generally speaking, for Americans either, and generally speaking for the world either. Okay, so for sure, that's good. Americans don't want, people don't want America to, like, to intercept. But I guess talking about, peace talks, hey, forcing both parties to ceasefire, I think that's good, and that's what happened, and I hope it stays that way.
And working with both countries to resolve this and bring a ceasefire that teetered even to the last minute. Pakistan thanks the United States for their engagement. India says no, this was all done unilaterally between India and Pakistan. Historically, India does not want to internationalize the issue of Kashmir and other issues as well between the two countries. Not clear why, but the quick analysis might be that India fears having other international players involved perhaps tips the balance against them. But certainly Pakistan feels that the balance has tipped towards them in terms of international support after what's happened over the past 4 days.
All right, Nick Robertson for us there.
Yeah, let me actually see, and we're gonna get down to the Fox News as well. Wait for it.
Outside of these two countries to negotiate Kashmir.
Come on,
that's why there's definitely been a distinct, different emphasis here in India in terms of the role the United States played. And there are a couple of reasons for that. One of them, as Nick was just saying, is that here in India there's a long-standing refusal to participate in or allow international mediation when it comes to the dispute over Kashmir. It's been a long-running dispute. It's been going on for many decades, really for nearly 78 years, in fact. since the early days of the foundation of the state of India. And from the outset, India has categorically refused, or at least in recent years, India has categorically refused to engage in negotiations. That's one of the reasons why it's been so reluctant to acknowledge there was a US brokering aspect of this latest ceasefire. There's also, nationalistic reasons as well. India has, a very strong nationalistic sort of body of support, and it didn't want to project the idea, I don't think, that this peace was in some way imposed upon it from an outside power. The message, the narrative that the Indian government very much wants to put across to its own people is that this was something that was its initiative.
But yo man, JD Vance is probably gonna come out and be like, hey, did you say thank you? Pakistan said thank you. You suckers gotta say thank you as well. Yo, JD Vance is not gonna like this one. But truth be told, you gotta look at it this way, right? It doesn't matter like who won, who surrendered, this, that, bruh. You both, India and Pakistan, both of y'all suckers lost, bro. That's why you went to war, right? You lost. That's why you went to war. So, who, like, for normal people, like whether you're Pakistani, whether you're Indian right now, or you prefer India, or you prefer Pakistan, or you got no interest in these countries whatsoever, regardless, if you're a human being watching this, unless you're an alien baddie, then hit me up, say what, but nah. Regardless of who won, who lost, or who made the deals, if it's Uncle Donnie that like actually made the world peace between both of them, so be it, bro. Like, it's gonna be good for the normal everyday civilians in both of these countries, right? It's gonna be good for the people, because God knows, like, because both of these are nuclear powers, okay? And it is true, if India was on the brink of losing, they would have striked, and if Pakistan was on the brink of losing, they would have used the nuclear powers, nuclear bombs and all that, and then things could have gotten ugly. Things really could have gotten ugly, right? Like, yeah, so there is distraction. There's also FOMO, or not FOMO, there's, what's the word? Spreading like false fear. There's another word for it, which I'm not currently getting. I know some, you probably know what I'm talking about, but in this situation, bro, like, tensions were pretty high, because both of them are nuclear power. So yeah, I mean, it's good that we got ceasefire, bro, regardless of how it's done, regardless of what is the true reason. I'm glad it got done, bro, because it's pretty bad otherwise. It's gonna be pretty bad. But shout out to Fox News here. Apparently Trump makes trade deals with China. Say what? That is crazy. Roll it.
I'm Lydia Hu and David Webb, and welcome to a special edition of the Big Weekend Show. Tonight's story, it's all about the art of the deal. The Trump administration has announced a trade deal has been reached with China. This comes after the president hailed the great progress made during yesterday and today's meetings in Switzerland. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trade Representative Jamieson Greer detailed the negotiations earlier today.
Yo, stocks about to go huge right now, man. That is a crazy news, man. Stock, unless market does completely the opposite, that would be pretty, like, that would be a yikes. But I guess everybody's assuming that stock's gonna go big right now. Any of you still invested? Let me know in the comments, man.
We made substantial progress between the United States and China in these very important trade talks. We will be giving details tomorrow, but I can tell you that the talks were productive.
The president declared a national emergency and imposed tariffs, and we're confident that the deal we struck with our Chinese partners will help us to work toward resolving that national emergency.
That's good.
This all comes as President Trump is set to take his first trip to the Middle East during his second term. The president is set to visit with leaders from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates starting Tuesday, as the U.S. held another round of nuclear negotiations today with Iran. Lucas Tomlinson is live in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, with all the latest. Hi, Lucas.
Well, good evening, Tom. When President Trump first returned to the White House, his first call with a foreign leader was here to Saudi's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And like his first term, President Trump is taking his first official overseas trip here to Saudi Arabia. As you mentioned, he's also going to continue on to Qatar and the United Arab Emirates as well. You mentioned the negotiations going on overseas, not just in Oman.
Yo, like the homie Trump need extra air conditioning because I heard it's pretty hot down there. So yeah, make sure you bump the AC up, big homie. Gotta bump the AC up. But okay, looks like Uncle Donnie trying to bring world peace, man. Yo, what timeline are we on, man?
The talks with the Iranians, but in Geneva, where Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trump's top trade representative Jamieson Greer spoke to their Chinese counterparts earlier. North Dakota Senator John Hoeven said this is an important first step.
But did you see this video though? If not, click on this video on the screen because the stuff that she was caught doing crazy. We got a crazy clip here. Check it out and I'll see you right there.